Okay, so here's just a little information on herbs before we get started into the guide. All herbs take 80 minutes to grow regardless of their type. One of the great things about herbs is that they do not need to be watered. Flowers don't protect them either. You will gain profit from almost every single herb you plant. Of course, this all depends on prices, and if you want more information about this, please check the link in the description. We'll send you to a list that will show you how much you'll lose or gain for every herb. There aren't any specific requirements, but I guess you would need 9 farming to get started with the first herb, which would be guam. Other than that, just the higher your farming level, the better herbs you can plant. Now here's the big question of what herb should I plant? I don't really recommend you start farming until level 32 because at this level you can do rainars, which aren't that bad, but there's definitely better ones, but this is good for the lower levels. Please note that you do not only get 1 weed per seed. You can get anywhere between 3 and apparently 22. But depending on if you use super compost and magic secateurs, you'll always at least get 5. The seed is currently 19,430 GP market price, and the weed is 7,227 GP market price. Please note every single price I say in this video will be as of August 2nd, 2010. At level 38 you can start doing toad flaxes, which are amazing money and one of the least riskiest and most profitable herbs. The seed costs 1,256 and the weed costs 4,285. They are very good and I highly recommend you do them. I'll keep doing them for the rest of my farming days unless some new, better herb comes out. At level 62 you can start doing snapdragons, which the seed costs 64,877 and the weed costs 14,711. Now I will personally still always do toad flaxes. It's just some people prefer doing snapdragons. I recommend you have completed the Ghost Ahoy quest so you can get the really useful tool, the Ectophile. This teleports you really close to the Canifis farming patch, and it's almost essential if you want to farm that herb patch. I highly recommend you have completed the Fairy Tale Part 1 Growing Pains quest, because sometime in the quest you'll get magic secateurs, which dramatically increase the yield of herbs when harvesting them. I recommend you have fully completed the Lumbridge/Draenor achievement diary. This includes the beginner, easy, and medium tasks. You'll get an Explorer's Ring 3, which will teleport you really close to one of the herb patches. I recommend you have completed My Arm's Big Adventure quest. By doing this, you'll have access to a new herb patch, but in addition you'll also need 61 magics that can teleport to Trollheim. Okay, for your inventory you're going to need 5 super compost, a spade, seed dipper, herb seeds, 2 law runes, 2 water runes, 5 air runes, 2 fire runes, and an ectophile. Of course you can change this up a little, say if you don't have an ectophile, then you can just take that out. And also there's a really easy way to get super compost without buying it from the GE. You can skip ahead to the end of this video if you want to see how. Okay, for your gear, you're gonna want to wear boots of lightness, your magic secateurs. For your cape, I just wear my skill cape. You can wear a spotted or spottier cape if you want. But yeah, Explorer's Ring 3 if you have it, and also if you have it, Agile top and bottoms, and possibly Pinnace gloves. Okay, I like to start my run by teleporting first with my ectophile to the near Port Fazimatis. Just run along this fence, pick your herbs, use super compost, use seeds, and with my Explorer's Ring 3 I like to teleport to Falador. If you don't have this you can run from the Falador teleport, but it's not recommended. Also, while I'm running, I like to clean my herbs because generally clean sells for more than grimy. Also, if you happen to run out of space, just use your herbs with the gnomes, or the leprechauns I mean, and they'll note them for you. So here's the Trollheim one. Like, don't even bother teleporting here if you haven't completed My Arm's Big Adventure. You also need 61 mage. Okay guys, sorry about this. I ran into some technical difficulties. I forgot to bring a few law runes, so I just had to go bank and get those, and we'll be right back on track. Okay, so now tell to Ardoon, run east and then run north, and if you have the RDK 4, which has gotten played every single Ardoon achievement diary, then you get a cape which gives you unlimited teleports, but it's really hard to get and not necessary, so then teleport to Camelot and head on to your last herb patch. Also, if you run out of energy at any time and you have the Explorer's Ring 3, you can use it to replenish your run. Farm your last herb patch, run south to the bank, and you're done. Okay, so a really easy way to get super compost is you take 40 GP, go south to the docks on Catherby, talk to the R-hand guy, choose I want to buy pineapples, and then just type in 40 and it costs 2 GP each, or total of 80 GP. I'm taking 15 buckets to the bin because I already had some compost, and just filled those up. I ran back to the bank and put those in, took 15 more pineapples out. Remember, it's always 15 to fill it and to clear it. And I also think it takes about 70-80 minutes to grow, but every single herb run, it's full, so I can get more super compost every single run. So in conclusion, we spent 13,090 GP on all of the expenses, including seeds, compost, and teleport runes. All the herbs we farmed gave us 150,850 GP. After subtracting the cost, we came out with 137,760 GP profit. That is amazing for 5 minutes of work, and you can do it every hour. That is a lot of money a day, and this is possibly one of the best ways to make money in the game. And that wraps up this video. Please keep in mind this is my very first video tutorial, as well as my very first commentary. Please comment and subscribe, and check the video description for more information.